You would think that, like, after 4 years of my journalism degree, I would know how to operate a camera and a microphone, but apparently I do not. So anyway, today I'm going to be talking about my scoliosis journey and where I am today with scoliosis. So I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I was 11. It was just before my 12th birthday. And what happened was I was at my ballet class, either ballet or modern class, and we were doing an exercise where we were standing, if this is the ballet bar, we were standing leaning over like that. And my teacher noticed that something looked a bit strange in my back and spoke to my mom and asked her to take me to the GP, which she did. And the GP did the classic thing, bend over, felt my spine, saw the shoulder imbalance and was like, yep, you have scoliosis. But I had to go and get an x-ray to confirm, which I did, and then the GP confirmed, yes, you do have scoliosis, and then referred me to a spinal surgeon. So I had to wait like months for that appointment to come around because specialists take forever. And the day that eventually came around, I was really nervous, and I had been dreading the date for absolutely ages. So I went to the surgeon and he asked all the routine questions, and I had more x-rays this time, not just standing but also leaning to either side to see how much flexibility I had in my spine. And the surgeon said, yep, your degree is over 50. I had an S curve like this, and he said, you're going to need surgery, and was quite forceful about it. And my parents weren't too keen. I was very young and I wasn't too keen either. So we went away and didn't think much of it. Then about a year later, I went to get a second opinion from a different orthopedic surgeon who doesn't specialize in spines. But we thought, well, he can still take a look and see what he thinks. So again, I went and had more x-rays, just the normal ones, standing up straight where they can see the full length of your spine. And he said, if it's not giving you any pain, then I would leave it for a while. So I tried biokineticist for a while because all the muscles down the left-hand side of my spine are extremely tight. And I tried biokinetics for a while. I can't remember how long I went, but probably upwards of 6 months, and got to a point where the biokineticist said, look, I don't think I can do any more to help you. This isn't going to cure your spine. I also saw a sports doctor at some stage who kind of seemed to wonder why I'd even gone to him in the first place. And I remember him being quite sort of rude about it. So anyway, I left my spine for about 10 years, and then I got to the end of my degree, which was last year. Now I studied journalism, as I said, and I was carrying a lot of camera equipment around because I had specialized in photojournalism, and carrying the camera, the tripod, all of the microphones, everything I needed for my degree put a lot of stress on my back, and day by day I could feel it getting more and more painful, to the point where I was literally in tears because I was in so much pain. And I said to my parents, there's something that's not right here. I have to go and see the specialist again. So at the end of last year, or sort of towards the end of October last year, my parents made an appointment for me to see the same orthopedic specialist, the one who doesn't specialize in spines. So I went there. I still remember the date. It was the 31st of October 2019, and I got more x-rays done there. And this time I got the same straight down the spine x-ray, and he also took or not him, but I had x-rays taken of my actual vertebrae to see where they were at and whether there was any deterioration within my vertebrae. And when he pulled that x-ray up on his computer, I was shocked because I knew that my scoliosis was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. And it had basically digressed or increased from 52 degrees or something, my larger curve, to 79 degrees, which was quite hectic. And again, he said to me, look, I don't operate on spines, it's not my speciality, but referred me back to the original surgeon I had seen back in 2009, the one who was very forceful and who I wasn't too keen on seeing. So anyway, he said that the only thing that he could think of for me was going to be surgery, because clearly my spine was just getting worse, and he hypothesized that it would only carry on getting worse if I didn't go forward for surgery. And I explained that I'd been having other complications such as headaches, and just dealing with general really bad back pain. So I made an appointment to see that specialist. It took about 3 months to get I had to wait 3 months to get an appointment. So I booked in November, December time and only got an appointment mid-January. And I saw him and we made a date for the surgery there and then. This time I got a much better impression of him. He was extremely thorough in both getting my medical history as well as doing a physical exam. And he just explained to me that it's really important that I go ahead and have spinal fusion surgery. So I made I made the booking for the surgery then, and I made it for November of this year because even though I had finished my undergrad degree last year, I was still going back to continue with postgrad studies this year. So my surgery was scheduled for the 25th of November, and yesterday I got news that it's been moved 2 days later to the 27th of November, which is completely fine. So I saw my surgeon in January, then again in June, and in that appointment he just did a physical again and just asked if everything was fine, and then said that he would see me once more before the surgery, and in that appointment he would I would need to get an MRI and a blood test specifically, I think, and then more x-rays, again bending x-rays to check the flexibility of my spine. The one positive thing that I do know is that there's no deterioration in my vertebrae, and what was the other thing? Oh, and my curves are pretty flexible, which is really great, especially in my lumbar spine, although my bigger curve is in my thoracic spine. So yes, that's the positive. What else do I have to say? Coronavirus has thrown a huge curveball in terms of surgery. I've been extremely nervous throughout this year because I haven't known if it's going to happen. I haven't known any of those things. For a time, elective surgeries were put off. So yes, and I'll insert a picture now of what my back looks like as well as what my x-ray looks like. So yes. If anyone has any comments or questions or anything to do with surgery, any tips, please leave them down below in the comments and I'll either answer your question or reply to you. So cool. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to make more content about scoliosis because this is a journey that I've been on for a long time.